Stream Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming Shining Force 3, Forging On in Shining Force 3, Tackling the Vandal, Shining Force 3.
Mira, I know that you wouldn't ask this of me if there was any other way. Your death will not be meaningless. I swear it. Watch over and protect me, Big Brother.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always, live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, I'm doing pretty good myself. Regular day, normal day, nothing crazy or psychotic or stupid happened, so I'm happy about that.
Street Corner Becky said doing good.
Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. Glad you're doing good. Oh man, I am a little tired. We had some insane storms come through last night. And I think as a result, it brought that giant frog back to my neighbor's yard because I could hear it just croaking up a storm back there. It's pretty damn loud. But other than that, I'm alright. Survived the storms. Survived my weekend, really. And I was on the fence about what to do tonight. I didn't know if I was going to look at the Next Generation magazine thing. I mentioned that in the Discord. I found an archive of all the past issues of Next Generation magazine published online. And I started,
Omnar_Menace said, good evening, brother.
Yo, good evening, Omnar. How are you doing? Did I say that? Omnar? Welcome to the stream. How's your night going? Or day going? Or whatever it may be where you are. How's it going for you? Hope it's going well. But yeah, I found that archive of Next Generation magazines, and at some point I'm going to start reading through some of those articles because I think it's an interesting time capsule about what people were thinking about gaming circa 1997, 98, the things they were saying about 3D gaming and where they thought it was going, and the things they were saying about the cost of games and the cost of game development. It's kind of interesting because from what I read, I only read a part of one article before I was like, you know, I'm going to save this for the stream one day.
Omnar_Menace said 10:48 p.m. in WV, USA.
Oh, nice. West Virginia. I don't know if I've had anyone from West Virginia here before, but welcome, welcome. But people were talking about the game industry back then, kind of, I mean, not quite as apocalyptically as we're talking about it now.
Omnar_Menace said NES/SNES/PS1 was awesome.
Oh, for certain. For certain. Although I have to admit, in the PlayStation 1 era, I was a diehard Sega warrior, which was, well, for starters, I'm doing a playthrough of Shining Force 3. This is one of my favorite games of all time and one of the best games the Saturn ever put out.
Omnar_Menace said originally from Louisiana and then MJ.
But also, like, a lot of the articles that I was glancing over in those Next Generation issues were talking about the System Wars. And it's interesting because the System Wars don't really exist anymore. They kind of do, but not really. Like, nobody really cares. It's PlayStation 5 versus Xbox One S or whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about any of that shit. Not like how they used to. And it was interesting reading, like, they have, like, a table of,
Street Corner Becky said PCMR.
The PlayStation 1 and the pros and cons, and the Sega Saturn, the pros and cons, the N64, the pros and cons. And then I was reminded that Panasonic, who at the time, I guess they weren't globally known as Panasonic, or at least not this division of it, they were entering the next gen, the then next gen console market with a piece of hardware proposal that was called the M2. It was Matsushita, the Matsushita M2. And I remember after seeing that in that Next Generation magazine, I was like, yeah, there was a hell of a lot of like hype and speculation over the M2 Matsushita. It was supposed to be like 5 times stronger than the N64.
Omnar_Menace said we in VR had a Sega growing. Got a Dreamcast after they died for modding ROM/EMU.
The Dreamcast was oddly a really great system for all those weird homebrew games. It became like a homebrew hotbed after it perished, which is a shame because, again, diehard Sega warrior here. I wanted the Dreamcast to succeed. I wanted the Saturn to succeed. But it was cool with all the homebrewing that was going on there.
Omnar_Menace said PCMR, heck yeah. Oh who?
What's PCMR? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go ahead and launch this game though, because I've been really wanting to play it off stream, but I'm like, no. I'm gonna keep
PC Master Race.
I'm gonna keep the storyline flowing on stream. Because the story really is the best part of the game, in my view. It's a great, great story. Oh, PC Master Race. Yeah, it took me a long time to come around on that, to be honest. It took me a significant... Because, like, it was never cheap. It was never cheap to build a gaming PC.
PC Master Race.
It was never cheap to build a gaming PC. Not back then, and I mean, even to some degree, not now, although I think it might be a little bit closer to accessible now than it was like in the in the late 90s. And I just didn't have the technical know-how. It wasn't as easy. Like, it wasn't as, because, like, you know, if I'm building my PC right now, if something goes wrong with it, I can just Google it on my phone and watch a YouTube video on my phone. But if I was building a PC in 97, then that meant that I didn't have easy access to the internet. If something fucked up.
Becky said a lot of pre-builts aren't nearly as bad as they used to be. That
too. Like, my second PC, I think my second PC was like a pre-built. It was like and one of the worst ones too. One of the worst ones imaginable. It was an E-machine. It was an E-machine, and it was fucking awful. Pre-built machines have gotten significantly better than back then too. And it's to some degree a little cheaper, depending on what you're buying. But I mean, the computer that I built, I mean, it still was pretty expensive, but it was more affordable, maybe a little bit more affordable than it would have been in the 90s. And again, because I have access to the internet on my phone, putting it together wasn't that.
Machine isn't even cheap anymore, like how Champion clothing used to be cheap.
Are E-machines still around? Hold on a second. These guys still exist? I can't imagine these guys are still around. Oh no, these guys are done for.
Street Corner Becky said, I think I'm getting it confused with something else. Omner_Mana said, my first PC was a Dell Pentium 4. I upgraded myself in 2003.
Pentium 4. I mean, my first one was like a 386. I can't even begin to tell you the specs on that because I was a kid and I wasn't paying attention to it. But my second one was a Pentium 2. Yeah, my second computer wasn't an E-machine. It was I forget what it was. It may have been I don't even think it was a Gateway. I don't know where we got that fucking thing from, but it was a Pentium 2.
Omner_Mana said, I either get laptops or buildings my own PC.
E-machine was a brand of economical computers. In 2004 was acquired by Gateway, well that's not a shock, which in turn was acquired by Acer in 2007. The E-machine brand was discontinued in 2013. Oh my word. That is exactly what mine used to look like too.
Street Corner
Mine used to look just like this.
What I was thinking of.
Never obsolete. This thing was obsolete the second I turned it on. Oh man, these things sucked. E-machine. Gateways weren't great either. I don't know about Acer. I think maybe one of our compact computers at one of the game companies, maybe BioWare had it in our compact lab. But I don't really have a whole lot of experience with Acer.
Omner_Mana said, I built my stepdad a Pentium 2 PC back in 2003. Loader was ridiculous. Street Corner Becky said, Acer has nice monitors. 2003 admittedly was a little late for a Pentium 2. I had a Pentium 2 in like 1997. So 2003 was kind of late for a Pentium 2. Omner_Mana said, never seen a CPU looking like a Sega game cartridge before.
Speaking of Sega game cartridge. Oh wait, hold on a second. I think I did the double save, but I'm gonna go with my save state. All right, this is the start of chapter 3. You know this Quona's village. Don't you think it's a little creepy, Grace? I have the power to sense good and evil. This town certainly has been cursed. Hey, we don't need that kind of talk, Grace. Please don't say such things. Yes, you're right, Lord Symbios. I didn't notice until now.
_Amanda said you gotta play some City of Heroes, brother.
But Julian's not with us. City of Heroes? I worked on City of Heroes. I've played plenty of it because I worked on it. It's one of the posters I have hanging on my wall back there from my wall of games I've worked on. I liked it. I like City of Heroes. I did more work. Actually, I worked on City of Villains, but I crossed over and helped out with City of Heroes as well. It was fun. It was cool for certain. I mean, considering that ironically, I don't really care for MMOs. It was pretty fun. Yes, you're right, Lord Symbios. I didn't notice until now, but Julian is not with us. That's pretty strange. He was outside the village. I wonder if something happened to him. Grace, don't talk like that.
_Mana said it's back up on multiple private/public servers.
Oh, nice. Awesome. I wish more companies would do that, honestly. I wish more companies would do that.
_Mana said I started on CUF 2007-08.
When was I there?
_Mana said my favorite MMORPG.
I must have been there. I think I was there in 2008. It was a fun one. I liked it for sure. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have very limited amount of experience on MMOs as a player because they're just not what I like to play. But I guess out of all the MMOs I've worked on, Star Wars: The Old Republic is probably my favorite. City of Heroes, City of Villains, probably my second favorite.
_Mana said Mastermind my favorite class.
I mean, Tabula Rasa was also kind of a, maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe a little biased on that. But it was also kind of a guilty pleasure. I did like playing Tabula Rasa when I did. And I kind of feel like it kind of got shafted. But also maybe it was a little bit ahead of its time.
_Mana said nice looking JRPG.
Tabula Rasa was probably just a little bit ahead of its time, honestly. But I don't know. I got a lot of those vibes when I was playing Helldivers 2. Really, Sedantaries? The Supreme Knight of the Republic is frightened? I'll have to remember this. Well, Julian is an able swordsman. He'll be alright on his own. There is something strange here. We should probably look into it. Go with Grace and take a look around. Alright. I know it sounded tough talking to Sedantaries, but to tell you the truth...
_Mana said love HD2.
I'm not good with this creepy stuff either. Why do we have to spend the night in such an eerie place? Where's my sound at?
_Mana said best newer game I play a lot of.
Why don't I have sound?
_Mana said better than Space Marine 2.
Hold on, let me relaunch this thing. I don't know why my sound wasn't working.
Street Corner Becky asks source muted?
No, because it was playing sound when the opening video was playing. So you got sound here. Got sound here. I wonder if it's because of the loading the save state or the... I think it is loading... No, wait, sound's working again. Okay. It was just in a weird state.
_Mana said it happens. Omnira_Mana said hear it now.
Nice. All right, cool. It fixed itself. I don't know what happened, but it somehow magically fixed itself. This game has one of the best soundtracks of all time, so there's no way I'm playing it without audio. Motoi Sakuraba, I think that's who it is. Motoi, very famous. He did the soundtrack for Star Ocean. I think all of the Star Ocean games. In addition to Golden Sun, Shining Force 3, he's done a lot. I mean, a lot more than that. Those are just the ones that come to the top of my mind. There is something strange here.
Omnira_Mana said same thing happens with Co/Gov Sound too.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go check in on my squad. They're all so superstitious. I wish they all just grow up. I'm not afraid at all. Really. Symbios, what is smell? Same like incense burned in Irene hometown. Smell. Funeral smell. That is answer. Villagers are mourning. Good thing they left.
Omnira_Mana said I loved Final Fantasy Tactics and Star Ocean's second story.
Star Ocean. I mean, both of those games are great. I like them too. I downloaded the Star Ocean 2 remake demo, but I didn't purchase that one. I should at some point. Didn't someone say once we reach the village we can eat? Well, where's the inn? And the people? I'm not afraid, I'm just hungry. And I'm starting to get cranky. Did anyone find Julian? What could have happened to him? Maybe a wild beast got him. I wonder if Zero managed to find Prince Median, or if he's still flying around the Empire. Who knows where he'll end up? Zero's my little brother. I worry so very much about him. Oops. Who is it? Oh, it's you, Lord Symbios. Please don't scare me like that.
Star Ocean The Last Hope HD remaster a while back on Steam.
Yeah, that was what I downloaded the demo of. I'm a little edgy right now. All right, let's go check out this town.
Omnira_Mana asks, are you multicasting? And which? Street Corner Becky said they do sales. I'd keep an eye out.
Yeah, I'm simulcasting to Twitch and YouTube. Saving Kyonshi. The Kyonshi are controlled by evil powers. Make them sleep, and then defeat the one who is controlling them. Make them sleep. Nothing but junk inside. If these peasants aren't around, I'm gonna loot their shit.
Street Corner Becky said it's the same name on Twitch, YoNerdCast.
Yep. Brand consistency. Oh, shit.
Omnira_Mana said good job, bro.
That door. Maybe the wind. It couldn't have been... There was no wind. That must have been a ghost. Ooh, let's rob the fucking... Rob the shops while the shopkeepers are gone. They keep it locked. Oh, that one opens too, the one in the back. I wasn't even paying attention to what I found because of the, I was distracted by the bug. Did I get an item by any chance? Guess not. Must have just been some gold.
Omnira_Mana said I used to do Twitch, but switched to Rumble. Obviously I still used to.
You stream on Rumble? What is that like? Shut tight. Ooh, Brave Apple. Wait, what does that one do again? Increase. Oh, hell yeah. Who needs a level up? I think I'm gonna give it to Don Terry's. What's experience at? Alright. That'll at least get one of my people close to a promotion. Which is gonna be necessary when we're fighting that Vandal. Oh, I thought this was the church. This looks like the church. Oh, I guess that's just some random house. That was a poltergeist. As I thought, there is something odd. Let's hurry and find Julian.
_Mana said not bad. Sometimes better views than, depending on the video. My live streaming of HD2 is pretty good. Auto monetizing is great.
Nice. Right now, the priest of this village is cursed. I will make the dreams come true for this village. Okay, well. Don't need anything from you yet, but...
_Mana said have tried Kick yet, but considering it.
Kick just seems like the fucking Wild West. A Wild West of psychos.
Maniacal Toaster said hello, it is me, and Twitch is telling me to knock and collaborate with like Twitch. He's playing a single player game.
Yo, what's up, Toaster? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing?
_Mana said this reminds me of Chrono Trigger Magus fight.
Oops. No, I'm gonna give. What does this thing do again? I'm gonna give that to someone else. I'm gonna give you that mithril.
Maniacal Toaster said do today's elect. Holy shit, work was so fucking awful I can't even bring myself to play video games.
Wait, why was it so bad? What made it so bad? Oh, he has a sword on him. Or she has a sword on her. The increased attack is nice, the decreased defense, not so much. I'm going with it.
Street Corner Becky said I thought it only did that if you raided into someone. _Mana said Kick is crazy from what I've seen reported, like you said, the Wild West lol grinning squinting face emoji face with tears of joy emoji rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Maniacal Toaster said manager trying to feel big by treating everyone like shit, and fights breaking out that involved actual fucking screaming, and me having to jump in between two people to break up the fight.
At a deli? Y'all take.
Said, oh yeah, all the people who got banned from Twitch for being creepy with kids ran to Kick.
Y'all take your cured meats very seriously.
Maniacal Toaster said yeah, this deli is ran like shit. Lol.
While we're searching this village, keep an eye out for Julian. Okay, I guess that's my sign to not go that way. What about this way? It's no use. Julian is missing. The evil power is growing stronger. Let's head back to headquarters. Khan. What is your intent, Army of the Republic? Why have you come to this place? I didn't know anyone lived in Quona's village. It seemed like a ghost town. This is not a ghost town. It is ruled by an evil spirit. Who are you? My name is Khan. I am an Elbism monk in search of a key that will save the world. So, you are an Elbism monk. Ho, we finally meet face to face. You have been following me for a long time now. I had meant to greet you sooner or later. I see I've worried you, Symbios. Well, I finally reached my destination, but I couldn't sit still. You, monk, is your purpose here to defeat the Vandal that rules over Cronus? Did you say Vandal? Can't be. The mythical rulers of darkness? It just can't be that they exist.
_RGLH just followed.
Yo, thank you for the follow, Omnar.
_RGLH said Omnar hello Omnar.
Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Julian, wasn't it? You seem to be quite knowledgeable about Vandals. My travels just happened to bring me here, but this is obviously your chosen destination.
Welcome in, smile.
Is it your intent to battle the Vandal? What is wrong with you, Julian?
Omnar_RGLH said mahahaha, I'm on both still.
Nice. Nice, I like it. Juice them numbers. Juice them numbers.
Said Cotton.
Hey, what's up, Taco? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? What's wrong with you, Julian? Vandals don't exist, but even if they did, how do you know you could defeat one? My father was brutally killed in Enrich Kingdom by Galm, a Vandal who certainly does exist. I've been searching for Galm ever since. You have dedicated your life to avenging your father's death, but are you willing to dedicate your death as well? Vandals are very powerful. Blah, blah. Something's happening. Terrible evil spirits. Could it possibly be?
RGLH said glad you're monetized on Twitch. Hopefully you get there on soon.
Maybe soon. We'll see. We'll see. I'm glad I'm monetized on Twitch too. We'd better call everyone together. There's no need for that, Grace. When you did not return in time, we came to look for you. Then we heard your voice. I didn't know a Vandal was behind the cursed village of Quonos, nor did I know that Julian was searching for it.
Haunted Taco 12 said I'm doing good. I found an old skateboarding photo of me and it is peak early 2000s.
I miss the early 2000s. I actually watched a great YouTube video the other day about... It was a graphic design oriented video about why graphic design has changed from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s from being very expressive and colorful to being very muted.
Said those were the best years. Well, late 90s, early 00s.
Like ever since pretty much 2010 on, a lot of graphic design, a lot of architectural design has become, and a lot of industrial design has become very muted and very minimalist, overly minimalist in some instances. And it was a very fascinating video. I actually liked watching it a lot. Maybe I'll watch it again here on stream at some point. But it made me realize, like, you know, I've talked to you guys before about how I've been on a kick of watching like movies from the 90s and early 2000s and whatnot. And watching that video made me realize that the reason I'm on that kick is because I miss expressive aesthetics.
Haunted Taco 12 said I've got my Napster shirt on, a pair of Van Margera skull ladders,
Napster shirt,
and leg warmers with one of those chains and a leather studded belt. Lol.
You're gonna have to share
Haunted
with the class.
Taco 12 said lol.
You're gonna have to share with the class. I want to see. I want to. This sounds awesome. It sounds like a. What you would expect someone from the early 2000s.
LH said all new games brag about graphics and not about storyline. Storyline is more important than graphics.
That sounds like somebody who was like in the marketing department of some ad agency being like, we need this person to look like someone from the early 2000s. What can we put on them to make them look like someone from the early 2000s? You got your Napster shirt, some Bam Margera shit, some fucking the leather, the studded belt, the wallet chain. I do miss the aesthetics of those times, though. They were certainly a lot more interesting, and we've been stuck in the bland era for too long. I'm sorry I used you, but let's focus on our situation for now. If we live, then you can chew me out. Wait, something's wrong. Kyonshi, they aren't truly dead, and they're being controlled from the mansion.
Haunted Taco 12 said I'd have to take a picture of it and drop it in Discord if I remember.
I see. To avoid a battle with our force, he sent a bunch of peons to fight for him. Vandal, you are a coward. You don't quite understand. These Kyonshi are actually the villagers under a spell. If we kill them, it would really turn this into a ghost town. Leave them to me, and I'll handle it. Oh, that's right. He has the Orb of Elbism.
Becky said hello, fellow kids design. Haunted Taco 12 said I still have a few pairs of my Bam Margera audios. They could probably go for a good price. Omner_Thedin_RGLH said I remember seeing only Sega had record of Lodos War games. I do want them. Haunted Taco 12 said but screw that, I'll keep him.
Yeah, I think
Becky said I saw a guy wearing a Vans hoodie when we were out and about yesterday. Brought me back in a bit.
I think the record of Lotus War was on the Dreamcast, right?
Haunted Taco 12 said I have a signed Tony Hawk deck too. Omner_Thedin_RGLH said Sega Saturn 1 believe.
Oh, bats.
Omner_Thedin_RGLH said I wanted the Saturn as a kid.
Yeah, me too, which is why when the N64 came out.
Street Corner Becky said PC, Sega CD, Dreamcast from what I'm seeing. Street Corner Becky sent a link.
PC Sega CD, really? There was a record of Lotus. Oh my god, these motherfuckers can hit. There was a record of Lotus War game on the Sega CD.
Omner_Thedin_RGLH said we watched Sci-Fi Saturday back in the 90s and loved that anime. Street Corner Becky said record of Lotus War, AU Senso. I think it was only Mega CD, Sega CD in Japan.
Gotta get Don Terry's up to level 10.
Street Corner Becky said, man, I love pizza rolls out of the air fryer, but they take too long to cool down. Omnir_Thedin_RGLH said the newest one is on Steam.
I haven't watched Record of Lotus War since like 96 or whatever. I should refamiliarize myself with that.
Haunted Taco 12 said it has Eric Costin and Mike Carroll's signature too. I hadn't had the privilege of meeting them though.
I don't know who those people are though.
Street Corner Becky said skateboarders. Haunted Taco 12 said skateboarders. Omnir_Thedin_RGLH said I own 2 versions of Roll. Omnir_Thedin_RGLH said I'll guide the best in Ho. Street Corner Becky said I believe Costin is in all the Tony Hawk games.
Uh-oh. Oh, she blocked. Awesome. Good job. Good job. It's the only thing keeping you alive. Con, you better fucking move your ass on these guys. I'm gonna try to save all of them, but I don't know if that's feasible.
Haunted Taco 12 said I miss skateboarding games. Street Corner Becky said same. Haunted Taco 12 said supposedly they're coming out with a new skate.
Oh, nice. I think the last one I played was Tony Hawk Underground. It's Con, you were right there. You could have done it, man. Jerk.
Omnir_Thedin_RGLH said Nilda 6 yarn love. Street Corner Becky said I enjoyed the remaster of Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
I don't think I've ever played 1 or 2.
RGLH said Omnar Haunted Taco 12 said I might try to pick up a board, but I'm a lot older now. Probably would break a hip or something low.
I used to work with a lot of people, like older people, who would get together and go skateboarding. Like, and I was always like, guys, you're way too old to be like fucking... You can't fall off a skateboard at this age.
Haunted Taco 12 said I used to skate a lot. Haunted Taco 12 said it's a good time.
I used to when I was a kid. I can't imagine, like, it's fun, but like, if I took a fall now, it's over. This is the benefit. You see, this is the hidden benefit for being really small. For being like 3'4". You could still do stuff like that.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see
said
evil doings of Israel and the
played
United
Jihadi Trump for 10 channel points.
It's a lot of
Haunted Taco 12 said especially in college, I took a board all around campus and in town. Street Corner
Alright, I'm gonna have to turn that off for a bit. It's starting to get a little too noisy. Especially in college, I took a board all around campus and town. So you were basically your character from Schedule 1 then, is what I'm hearing. Just riding around town. Oh, she countered. I wouldn't have expected that from her. Not that I want my guys to be killing these dudes. Without selling drugs, I doubt that.
drink, bartender.
You go ahead and heal them up. I still don't have my drink animation queued up anymore. I gotta get my drink stuff fixed so I could do a another bartending stream. Con, you gotta deal with these guys, man. I'm not even gonna try skating, probably break something. Disabled vet. Skating's fun, but I mean, I think maybe I'm ageist. You can call me ageist if you want. I think there's an age limit associated with it, or at least there should be. Why does that guy only have 4 hit points? Who's fucking these? I don't want these guys dead. Who's fucking these guys up? Oh, they killed Masquerade. Fucking dickheads. That death's on you, Con. Because you're so fucking slow and inefficient. Gotcha.
Prepare to die.
Oh, he's still alive? Okay, wait, hold on. Is that gonna get both of them? Damn it! Still just one at a time? I could ride a board back in the day, but was ass at tricks. My best friend back then was sponsored by a skate shop. I had a few bails or falls while skating, but I would just get back on my board. I get hurt waking up sometimes. I understand that too. I did BMX too. Yeah, like I said, when you're small, you can get away with, like, wiping out more. Angry Shatner emote. Reminds of Final Fantasy Tactics. Shining Force 3 was the first strategy RPG game I ever made. Or ever played. I wish I made it. I ever played. It got me into strategy RPGs. It's definitely a different type of game than Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Tactics is basically a clone of Tactics Ogre. And the Tactics Ogre style of tactical role-playing games, which I love. I've played Tactics Ogre Reborn. I beat it on stream and got halfway through a second playthrough. I love that game, but it's definitely a different vibe than this. I prefer Shining Force 3 because it feels like Tactics Ogre kind of feels like a board game, and then like the story is detached and told like a history book, which is cool. But this feels more like I'm in the world. It feels like I'm playing like a JRPG that's just strategized, you know, instead of, you know, normal. I like the world. I like that it doesn't look like I'm on a board game. It looks like I'm in a village and not like on a Monopoly board or whatever. I like how instead of in Tactics Ogre and games like that, it's structured to where first the player moves, and the player moves all their characters, and then the enemies move, and the bad guys move all their characters. But in this one, it's kind of D&D like, where it's basically, it's almost like initiative, but it's based off, I think, agility, and it pools between enemies and player characters. So enemies and player characters all move with one another, depending on, I think, agility or speed or something like that. Which makes the necessity to strategize a little bit more intense. I heard that before. Some of the same people worked on it. Yeah, yeah. Khan, you better hurry up, man. They're hurting us. I'm actually shockingly underleveled for most of my guys compared to what I usually am at this point in the game. Oh my god, he almost killed Dontaries? Holy shit. Get your revenge, homie. I gotta try to get him to level. Gotta try to get him to level 10. Well, at least she has better defense. I forgot that I gave her the protect milk, so that boosted her defense up dramatically. But Obright's still level 5.
I am day drunk and ready to see my dick.
You hang pat. You hang pat until so. Wait! What? What the fuck? What are you doing, Khan? There's a guy right there. Why are you letting them? Oh my god, Khan, you fucking asshole. What are you doing, man? There's a guy right next to you. You were supposed to take care of him.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Exactly, fucking Khan, you asshole. Look, now Julian's taking hits unnecessarily.
There's no surprise there.
Khan, what are you doing? Why aren't you focusing on the guy behind you? I'm not moving until you start dealing with this. In fact, you're going to be out on an island. No one's going to be there to help you. This guy's going to attack you next. Look, he went right for you. That's your own fault because you ignored him. There you go.
Jax!
Okay. You know what? Let's just all hang pat. Let's just hang pat where we are.
His blessings are upon us.
The Hellboy fist.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Weird noise out back. Alright, I think we could start moving over here. We could start moving. A little bit. Just a little bit. Not you, Khan. Alright, I gotta move more. Khan doesn't want to get split up from the group. But I need him to go after these guys up here. Oh.
You're black, you're wonderful, you're tremendous, you're gay, you're the greatest human being on earth.
I love that soundbite. That's one of my new favorite soundbites. You're not helping me, Khan. I need you to take point, man. You gotta take point. You're the only one that could save these villagers. You're black, you're wonderful, you're gay, you're the greatest human being on earth. Old Bernie, trying his hardest to explain identity politics. Come on, Khan, I can't do anything else. I don't know. Wait, why did I get hit with an ACAB? I didn't do anything ACAB worthy. Oh shit, I forgot there were liches here too. No, he's gonna attack me if I go there. I don't want to do that either. Alright, Elda, you just hang out there. That lich is gonna complicate things. Because she could cast AoE spells. And we're all going to be grouped up right here. Old white men. You back up. In fact, everybody back up a little bit. Hell yeah. Got a twofer. Got a twofer. That's gonna help. Richard Pryor is unfortunately forgotten along with Blazing Saddles. I wouldn't say either of those things are forgotten. Blazing Saddles pops up. I mean, it's a classic. It pops up on TV every now and then. It's on every like list of top comedy movies of all time. I wouldn't say it's forgotten. It's probably underappreciated by maybe younger generations. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true. I'm just guessing. I don't know shit about the younger generation. I don't know if I want to know. The younger generation seems like they might be a little screwed. Fist of the North Star. See No Evil, Hear No Evil is my favorite Richard Pryor movie. You know, I will admit, I know this isn't Richard Pryor, but I gotta admit that in this, it talked about doing a remake of, like, Trading Places. Oh, see, this fucking lich. Elder's dead now, isn't he? Oh, Tornado level 3? Elder's done. Elder's toast. If you just do a special, you could kill it in one shot, man. Well, that was not necessary. You're just... I mean, I don't even know if it's going to do 2 points of damage. Now you did 5. All you did was steal a kill. You just stole a kill from Dontaries, who I'm trying to level up, man. You're becoming more trouble than you're worth, Khan. I gotta spread out. This Lich can cast AoE spells, so I can't be having everybody bunched up. Oh, she's gotta smack him. Oh, he countered. Nice. Good job, Symbios. I still want Dontaries to get that kill. Wait a second. Ooh, that's a much... No, don't do that. Don't do that, Symbios. Don't do that. That's bad. That's bad juju there, buddy. We're trying not to get these guys killed, okay? Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Khan. Thank you. You went and saved this dude before my leader went and fucking lopped his head off. Police Academy would be great too. Hightower and the sound effects guy. That's just like movies like Police Academy and like Revenge of the Nerds and stuff. Those are time capsules for a specific decade. I don't know if you can redo those. But like Trading Places, that's like a critique of Wall Street greed and capitalism and class and race dynamics. That's just as relevant today as it was back then. So you can totally do a Trading Places and make it relevant to modern times. We need a Legacy of Kain spinoff with Devin as the main character, and his goal is to take down his archnemesis Count Blankenship. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, I need to play that remaster. Or was it Blood Omen they remastered? They didn't it may have been Blood Omen 2. I know they didn't. I don't think they ever remastered Blood Omen 1. Blood Omen 2, I think I got for free off of something or other. It may have been one of the Prime free games. But I think I snagged that on GOG for free. If you're interested in Blood Omen 2. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? Don't take that kill. That's not your kill to take. Oh, she's healing. It's damn near everything. No, man. I mean, I guess it'll do a little damage. You do more damage to this thing with your fist, honestly. Supercharge, supercharge. Damn it. You would have killed it with supercharge, buddy. Damn it! We're gonna have to do a little bit of a tag team on this one. My Prime is expired. I'm sure I'll see it one day. You get away. What are you doing, Khan? The thing is behind you. We're literally trying to get away from you so that you could focus on it. Do not counter, Danteres. Do not counter. Okay, good. What are you doing, man? You know what? It's because everybody else is going that way. We gotta turn around. We gotta turn around. Oh my god, Khan, are you kidding me? You're trying to get Grace killed, man. I don't appreciate it. Do not counter kill. Okay, good, good. Why didn't you? Oh my god, Khan is pissing me off. Alright, can you deal with this guy, Khan, please? There we go. Alright. Hello, wow, it's already at chapter 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. I forget how to pronounce your name. I forget how to pronounce your name, but welcome back. Yeah, I burned through chapter 2 on Sunday. The village has quieted down. However, that doesn't mean we've defeated the Vandal behind this. I'm still sensing evil energy from within. If we want to revive Quona's village, we must brave the dangers and enter this unholy mansion. Well, I'm well aware of the dangers, Khan. I came here to defeat it, and I'll fight it even if I have to go in alone. Well, I guess this is goodbye. I wish you the best of luck. I like how they're about to go on their own buddy cop adventure here. Symbios is right. Listen, both of you. We never said we wouldn't battle the Vandal. A Vandal can plunge this entire land into darkness. They are enemies of all sane men. We can't run from this. But are we ready to face it now? This is not the time to be rash and leap into things prematurely. Proper preparations will prove to be our best ally. In any world, there are men of purity. Your courage is impressive. For now, allow me to join forces with you. Khan the monk joins the force. This is still the first scenario, though. Yeah, this is still the first scenario. We need a good buddy cop. We need a new good buddy cop show. Do we need one? I guess maybe a different twist on it. Sure. This task will be quite difficult. Once we are rested and prepared, we will return to battle this Vandal. I could have sworn something was in one of these graves. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oops. I watched a lot of Nash Bridges back in the day. I was reminded of martial law. We don't have enough fat guy martial artists going around anymore. My lunch and rest time. Next battle is tough one. Yeah, and I'm underleveled compared to where I'm usually at with some of my guys. Like I haven't promoted anyone. Don Terry's is the closest to promotion right now. But like he's level 9. Nobody else is really close. Symbios is 8. So I'm going to be going into this very underleveled. I already got the Brave Apple. I don't know if there's another one in this village somewhere, but the one that I knew of I grabbed already. So I think I'm going to have a hell of a battle on my hands here in a second. Oh wait, who was dead? Oh, Mascarin is dead. Well, where's that church at? Oh, Elder was dead too. Oh, I forgot about Elder. Okay, well, I don't know what else I can do. I guess I need to shift around some items, I think. Just saw a post on r/Sega Saturn of grabbing a Saturn and asking which game you play first. After watching you play this, the fact that it was the 15th post to mention this game is criminally underrated, or 15 comment to mention this game is criminally underrated. Wait, what? So what came before it? Like, what were the top titles that people were saying? All right, now I anticipate dying, but it's probably going to be a situation where I have to use either the little angel wing or my return spell after getting some level ups. Where is the Vandal? I see you were not satisfied with my servant's welcome. I can't begin to fathom why anyone would dare to challenge a Vandal, but it's your life to throw away. The Vandal is at the far end of the second floor. He must have set several traps for us. That voice! You brought a monk of Elbism with you. That was not in the... This is unexpected. Humph. I shall still destroy you. Go, my loyal servants, crush them all! It is certainly a Vandal, but somehow it feels different. I don't care how it feels, Khan. Let's go wipe the floor with this Vandal. Don't act rashly, Symbios. This is no ordinary opponent. Be extremely careful. Dragon Force, Sega Rally, Die Hard Arcade, Radiant Silvergun, Batsugun, no, I haven't heard of that one. Marvel Fighting Games, Baroque, interesting. Vampire Savior, Guardian Heroes, Panzer, Virtual Fighter 2, and a few more. I would put this above Virtual Fighter 2. I would put this above I would put this above Die Hard Arcade and Sega Rally. And I like Die Hard Arcade and Sega Rally. Dragon Force is appropriate. I like Dragon Force is my second favorite strategy RPG on this console. It's more of a strategy game than an RPG game, though. Guardian Heroes is awesome as well. It's a big-time favorite of mine. I don't know about the fighting games, because you can get those fighting games on any console. The Marvel fighting games, you can get them on any console, honestly, and they're fine. It is what it is. Virtual Fighter 2 is fun. I like it a lot. I have a lot of nostalgic memories of it, but I wouldn't say it's a must-play. If my first game playing via Sega Saturn is this one, Shining Force 3. My first Sega Saturn... So, the reason why I got a Sega Saturn... I was living in Japan in '96, and I was a big, mecha anime nerd. And the anime that was out at the time that was starting to pop off was Vision of Escaflowne. And I remember, I'd come home from school, Escaflowne would be on TV. I would watch it, etc. But on the way home from school, there was like a arcade inside of like an area. It was like a food court that had an arcade in it. And one of the games that had just come out at the time was Virtual On. And Virtual On's arcade machine is like a sit-down cabinet. It's got a chair, and it's got the twin sticks, so it's like you're actually piloting the mech. And to me, that was the coolest thing in the world. And when I found out that they were releasing that game for consoles on the Sega Saturn, that was when I was like, okay, I need to get a Sega Saturn. And that was the Christmas that the N64 came out. So when I told my dad I wanted a Saturn for Christmas, he went to Toys R Us, and I guess maybe one of the sales guys talked him into buying an N64. Because, you know, why wouldn't he? He'd probably be like, the Sega Saturn sucks. Like, the N64 is going to be the hot thing. But my dad came home, and, you know, he was like, hey, Devin, I know you said you wanted a Sega Saturn, but will you be disappointed if it's like an N64 under there? And I was like, I won't be disappointed, but, like, I really wanted the Saturn. And he was like, all right. So he went and returned it and got me the Saturn with Virtual On and Knights. Because I also wanted to play Knights. So my entryway into the Saturn was Virtual On, Knights, and Sega Rally. But after having gotten the Saturn and, like, you know, at that point being introduced to role-playing games on the SNES, and then also Final Fantasy VII came out around that time too, I was like, okay, I gotta figure out what comparable games are available on the Saturn. That's when I started digging into role-playing games like Shining the Holy Ark, Shining Force 3, Albert Odyssey, Dragon Force, or all these really cool games that nobody has ever heard of before. And Guardian Heroes is like a beat-em-up RPG. That game's fucking awesome. Like, I found all of these other games that, like, in my view, make the Saturn worth it more than most games that are available on the PlayStation. There are some games on the PlayStation that make it worth it for sure, don't get me wrong. But in my mind, the games that make the Saturn worth it were better than the games that make the PlayStation worth it. So that's where I come from. Saturn Bomberman was another one. That game was super fucking fun too. Astal, Virtual On, someone even mentioned World Series Baseball, which I thought was weird because the best baseball game on the Saturn is bottom of the ninth. Sonic R. I have Sonic R. I like-ish Sonic R. It's not the best. The controls are a little weird. I remember wanting Sonic R to be better than it was. It's definitely no Mario Kart. Does your dad like games? He liked games when I was younger. Like, he's the reason I got into video games. Because, like, one of my earliest childhood memories is playing the Atari 2600 with him. But, he never could really get into, like, the 3D stuff. Both of my parents, I'll say this much for them. Both of my parents liked watching me play Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube when that came out. Hell yeah. They thought it was the coolest thing in the world. Eat shit, motherfucker. Hey, look who's ready for a promotion. Alright, who else can I help get there? Who else can I help get there? God damn, he's only level 5? Well, I guess she's only level 5 too. For Saturn device, spent me and my brother whole deposit in our childhood. My dad has always been a nerd, so he likes games. I enjoy playing some with him still every now and then. Yeah, my parents, I think I got my parents a Wii for Christmas one year, and they loved the shit out of that thing. And I kind of miss their enthusiasm on that, because I did have a lot of fun playing games with them. I need to find something else. I gotta find something else to get them into now that they're both retired. And now that they're both retired, they're gonna be spending a whole lot of time at home. Alright, well, I don't need you one-tapping everybody now. I was kind of hoping you could soften people up. Alright, Khan, you take this kill. Actually, Julian, you're pretty banged up. Why don't you hang back for a bit? Let Irene heal you up a little bit. My mom doesn't enjoy it as much. She's more into reading, but her mother absolutely loved gaming on the Famicom and Super Famicom. Oh, that's cool then. Grandma was a gamer? Elder, I don't know if you're the one for this. May as well. Gotta get you some experience, too. I loved Wii Sports. Wii Sports was fun. Wii Sports is probably like the universally accepted elite level Wii game. Every other Wii game is like, you gotta just be really into it. I appreciate that console for what it was trying to do. I forget, there was like a was it Red Steel? The first-person shooter? I wanted to like it more. The gimmick just kind of got tiresome, honestly. My mom liked arcade games back in the early 80s, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. That's essentially the same case with my mom. She was more into arcade games than the Atari. I mean, that's just the older generation. Those games were much easier to visually follow. They were easier to play. It was like 2 buttons max. Most of the time it was just 1 button you had to press. That's why my dad doesn't really care much for 3D games, because it's just too much. Like trying to play a first-person shooter. And I mean, he liked Doom. When we got our 386, he liked playing Doom and Wolfenstein and stuff. Dad games. This is what I talked about this. I think I actually made a video on YouTube. Maybe I did a YouTube video about dad games. I feel like I did that. But you know, dad games like those Sierra games, those Sierra adventure games. Point and click games, Myst. Yeah, I did do a video over it. That's funny. I completely forgot I did until just now. I don't even know what I said in it, but I need to watch this video at some point and see what I said. But I do remember the era of dad games, and I kind of miss them. But my parents liked playing games in that era because it was just easier to get into. But nowadays, you try to get into a game and it's like... Oh, wait, did I never save this? What the fuck? You try to get into a game now and it's just too much for like somebody that hasn't played games. For someone that hasn't really played games since like Frogger, it's just too much to even try to catch up on.
top?
Hell yeah. I should get bonus experience for one-hit kills. These barrels right now are probably the only thing Elder's good for destroying. At some point, I feel like I can't remember if it's bats or liches, or maybe it's both bats and liches. But I know at some point when I cross a certain line over here, they start popping up out of these holes in the ground. Sybil, I do not like you being up front. You don't have the defense for it. I'm going to move you back a little bit. In fact, I'm going to move you back over here. I'm going to need some contingent of dudes covering our rear for when these liches pop up. Oh, hell yeah. I'm surprised it's taken me this long to get heal level 2. Actually, I probably shouldn't have put you next to each other. I can emulate most systems. I think one of my last streams was Twilight Princess on GameCube, but all my Dolphin stuff was on that 8 terabyte HDD. Dolphin? What Dolphin stuff? Twilight Princess. I don't think I've ever played Twilight Princess. I played Skyward Sword when they re-released it on the Switch. Come on, skeletons, get over here. Why are you being coy? There you go. Why don't you hang back a little? Dolphin was the emulator, was the codename for the GameCube when it was in development. I remember it was the codename for the GameCube, but I just didn't know the emulator was called Dolphin. That's it. That's interesting. You go after this guy. Let's do it. Let's do this. Julian level 5. Hope he can stay alive at Scenario 3. Yeah, a lot of my guys are a little underleveled right now. I'm not really happy about that, but it is what it is, I guess. Damn it, just out of reach. But Julian can reach? Alright, this is a bad matchup. You should have done Afterburner, buddy. Four points of damage. All my weakest guys are down here teaming up on this Lich. Well, except for Elder. Uh-oh. Ah, healing. It's not gonna save you. I mean, it mostly saved you, but it's not gonna save you in the long run. Counter kill, counter kill. Nope. Excuse me. Does he have a heal spell? He does, good. Oh, he has heal level 2 right out the gate.
These blessings are upon us.
These blessings are upon us. There we go. The skating talk earlier put me on playing Thug 2. I've never... Oh, Tony Hawk Underground 2. I was about to say, I've never heard of Thug 2. What the fuck is Thug 2? Can't remember if I only played that one. Been so long. Okay, well, just found what I will play stream when I finally try again. What, Thug 2? Thug 2? Alright, you get out of there. That's what I like to see. Lupin the Third, Umi ni Kieti Hiho. On GameCube, English patched from where this came from. What type of... I mean, I like Lupin the Third, the anime. What kind of game is it? Oh, Tornado level 3. Oh, shit. Visual novel. Oh, that's cool. You know what? You just go this way. You need to heal up, man. I should have had Khan do that. Oh well, you know, I'm gonna put you right here. What's up, Galby? Damn it. We just can't make it up these fucking stairs enough. How come you can't? You're a fucking flyer. You should be able to fly up these things. Oh, Jesus. Ouch. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I was banking... God damn it. Alright, fine. Oprah, I don't even know if I want you... Six points of damage isn't much, man. At a certain point, I'm going to have to make the decision to vacate this battle. I used to watch Lupin on Adult Swim a lot. Me too. I loved it. And the soundtrack too. That nice 70s smooth groove soundtrack. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Hayward is a beast. I guess she can't reach. Finish it off, Julian.
Prepare yourself.
Oops. You learned Tornado, why don't you ever use it? Elder, I do not like this matchup at all, but I gotta get you some experience points too. 3 points of damage. Elder is usually the last to reach promotion stage, but there's a certain point where she does become a pretty solid contributor. You've already gotten your fill. Let's get somebody else. Let's get Symbios a kill. Hell yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, now this is where things get real dicey. Some SLG games, if you attack enemies back, it will get more damage. I try to do that whenever I can. Fuck it. Get over there. Wipe them. Wipe them. Supercharge. God damn it. Come on. Well, she can take the kill. She needs a kill. Hayward's the next in line. Symbios and Hayward are the next in line for promotion here, so I want to try to get him a kill. Damn. Sybil just had to be in the way. You back up. God damn. I think Hayward does the most damage out of everyone at this point. I don't know why he's such a fucking beast already. I mean, he usually is, but... God damn. Another kill for Sybil? Alright, Sybil, work your way up. Work your way up that ladder. So, you have managed to come this far. I'm afraid I'll have to sully my hands and deal with you directly after all. It's Baby Yoda. Abdark. Bring it on, you Republican scum. Vandals are supposed to be immortal, but he seems much weaker. We should be able to defeat him, Symbios. Let me first use the Elbism Orb on him. With it, I can weaken his defenses. Well, how about... I don't think there's a way for us to draw those other guys out. I think we gotta go marching into that room, which is like the worst thing imaginable. To go walking into that fucking room. Get healed up, Dontaries. Don't get cocky, Sybil. I know you want to run right up on this succubus. Succubus? Incubus? Succubus. I know you want to run up right on there, but wait until the rest of your homies are around. Dontaries has taken point anyways. I don't think I have the capacity to beat him without any of my guys being promoted, but I'll see what I can do. If it starts to get hairy, I'm out of here, though. I mean, I've got level 5s all over the place. I don't think I'm going to be in any position to fucking... Oh! Oh! He came out! Awesome. He got... I gotta be busy. Have a good night, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Let's wait. Oh, look who fucking... Who's breaking out the heavy hits. I've been playing a bit of Daggerfall on my Steam Deck too. It works well. I joined that, I joined the Discord for that group that's working on the, arena. Dontaries, how could you? Hate to say it, but ignore the succubus for now, or ignore the liches for now and go after the succubus. Do I even want you? I guess I do. Five points of damage is better than nothing. Oh, come on. Arena? Yeah, there's a group that's doing a update mod similar to Daggerfall Unity. They're doing it for Arena. Good job, good job. Elder, I don't even know why you're even here pretending. I don't know why you're even here pretending to be a contributor. You're gonna perish.
Behold my powers.
I forgot how awful the Vandal's voice actor is. Oof. Hayward got a little bit of that too. Not good. That's kind of the dream, all of Tamriel in one game. A massive map with a bunch of things to do. I don't know how big the world in Arena is compared to like Daggerfall. This is a tough one. Who do I even focus on healing? Is this going to be enough to do 14 points of damage? Exactly 14 points of damage. Oh, Dontaries is dead. Damn it. I forgot that guy was in there. Motherfucker. Alright, I'm out of here then. I'm gonna see if I can get a kill. Well, it's not gonna happen with shit like that. Alright, Symbios, take us home. Dontaries the Knight shall become a Cavalier. Tamriel would be cool, but it'd be wicked if someone did all of Nirn. Oops. I wasn't trying to leave. I thought I was going the right way. Although, I could have swore. I think that arena would technically be bigger, but I don't think you could just walk places like a Daggerfall. Yeah, I mean, that's what made Daggerfall so fucking huge. Man, the music is real fucked up on that one. How do I use this Elbism orb? Oh, there it is. I hope Wayward Realms scratches the itch, but that game worries me. Why does it worry you? I don't think I have any worries about Wayward Realms. Perhaps it's from the state of gaming now? Well, I mean, I don't think... I'm not very, like, the state of gaming... there are two, it's like, it's bifurcated. You have AAA blockbusters, and then you have fucking indie titles. And indies are finding a way to blur the line, but I think that's a good thing. Like, I've been more satisfied with games than I have been disappointed from recent releases. Like, there have been a lot of really cool stuff coming out. I don't really have a reason to believe that Wayward Realms is going to disappoint in that regard. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, the most disappointing games I've played in the past couple years. I mean, I'm certain there have been some. I probably just memory hold them as soon as I'm done playing them. But, for the most part...
Haunted Taco 12 said I can agree with that. I guess that I need to see enough. Street Corner Becky asked Starfield?
I enjoyed Starfield more than most people. I mean, you saw me, I played it quite a bit. Like, there's some disappointing things about it, for sure. But it's not like... I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh, modern gaming, the state of modern gaming over Starfield. It was disappointing, but I had fun.
To be Space Daggerfall. Haunted Taco 12 said it wasn't, but I liked it.
I think I probably, maybe, and
Haunted
I think...
Taco 12 said I can find fun with it.
I think maybe my opinion of Starfield would have been worse if I had played Outer Worlds before. Because Outer Worlds was basically a better version of Starfield, in my opinion. That came out like 5 years earlier or whatever. Like, I guess...
Becky said I liked Outer Worlds.
I did too. I guess maybe Starfield disappoints from the standpoint of, like, how much money you spent on it.
12 said Outer Worlds is gore.
Gore. Outer Worlds is gore. Part 2 is coming out this year, right?
12 said I'm excited for the sequel.
I think Outer Worlds 2 comes out later this year. Oh my god,
Haunted
Julian.
Taco 12 said I liked Avowed 2. Guns in fantasy games is fun though.
Avowed is on my list. Wait, wasn't there another one that just came out? Hold on, there was one that just came
Taco 12
out.
said there's nothing like shooting a goblin in the face.
That's my experience with
Street Corner
the
Becky
Bloodline.
said Starfield only really disappointed me cause I was hoping for more of a No Man's Sky feel to it. Something I can put down E for. Well, from time to time, blowing other people up is hard to replace.
Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. The Fall of Avalon. That just came out. Oh, they have a demo. Wait, did I download this demo? Oh, I did download the demo. I just never bothered playing it. Well, you know what? I'm going to update. There's an update for the demo, so I'll just update. And at some point, I'll play this, and I'll see if it's worth the purchase. It's got,
12 said Starfield was really fun in some places. Haunted Taco 12 said loved ship combat.
It's got very positive reviews so far, so I think maybe this is the next big indie surprise. Yeah, I'll say that about Starfield too, is, let me take care of that. Smack down the old banhammer there. But, I will say that for Starfield is, ship combat was fun. And I usually don't like that in games. I haven't...
Haunted Taco 12 said my sister. She plays a bit of Star Wars Squadrons. She's a pilot, and really enjoys flying around in that game specifically. Street Corner
Star Wars
Becky
Squadrons. That's one of the reasons why I've never been able to get into like games like that, Rogue Squadron or anything like that. It's because like 3D space flight games, I just lose my orientation, I lose my sense of direction, and I'm bad at the controls, but I didn't have any of those problems in Starfield.
Maniacal Toaster said I just remembered a really stupid coworker of mine kept talking about Dolly problem, saying it should be applied to the hospital, and said I was wrong when I told him the Hippocratic Oath already answered that you don't pull the lever, and he said that's wrong. I said you are not smarter than Hippocrates, you work in a fucking deli, shut up, and she got pouty. No. Street Corner Becky said in Squadrons you really are flying basically, not like the third-party view of the old Rogue Squadron games.
That's funny. You aren't smarter than Hippocrates. You work at a deli. Maybe Hippocrates worked at a deli too. That's not the kind of thing that it would document, you know? Maybe he worked at a deli while he was opining.
Haunted Taco 12 said we tried to get the flight stick to work with Starfield, but it just didn't mesh well.
Now that should be a mod. If there's anybody out there that's still interested in working on Starfield mods, that would be a cool one.
Get ready.
Street Corner Becky said I watched Sam Witwer play it with Eckhart Slider, a Star Wars YouTuber. Witwer voices Darth Maul. Maniacal Toaster said Hippocrates' Oath has been so cemented that it's withstood constant evaluation since 500 BC. This guy took a singular philosophy class, failed college, and thinks he know more. He calls himself the smartest guy in the deli, but only ever watches fucking Marvel shit. Lol.
He calls himself the smartest guy in the deli? Does he have an accent? Like, I need to know if he speaks with any kind of accent.
Maniacal Toaster said he sounds like that really annoying kid in school. Haunted Taco 12 said yeah, she managed to get it working pretty good, but it just wasn't built for it. Street Corner Becky said I know people like that, they are insufferable.
I don't know, just in my head, I just heard like a thick like New York accent of some sort, or maybe like a Bostonian accent. Like, I'm the smartest guy in this deli, man. What are you talking about? Dude, I'm totally the smartest guy in this deli.
Asks, has she played Play Delete Dangerous at Haunted Taco 12? Haunted Taco 12 said yeah.
You can go this way. Elder, I don't even know what I want you to do. You're so useless right now.
Haunted Taco 12 said if you were smart, you'd do it my way. Street Corner Becky said I wanted to like Elite, but without a joystick it's unplayable. Maniacal Toaster said he doesn't know who Jules Verne is, but said he was reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Jules Verne literally wrote that book. Like, dude, it's okay, you don't have to pretend to be smart, you'd probably have a lot more friends if you just accepted you're dumb. Lol.
That's fine. I hope you do say these things to him, because I think that's hilarious. Like, stop pretending to be a smart guy. You're not. You're a real dum-dum, and that's fine. Dum-dums are just normal people, okay? You're just a normal person. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's a dum-dum to some degree, I guess.
Those are the types of people you need to test with fake information. Street Corner Becky said I worked with a guy like that. Well, I'm still friends with him, but he said he wanted to go to MIT. I asked him where MIT was. He said probably somewhere in California. Becky said the M stands for Massachusetts. Maniacal Toaster said he said I think I'm smarter than I really am. I told him he was projecting, and he didn't even know what that meant. Like, good lord, you learn that on social media. Lol.
Oh boy, coworker conversations. Hell yeah. Level 7. Climbing up the ladder slowly, Julian.
Haunted Taco 12 said I've had to go to MIT a fair amount whenever I lived in Boston.
Get ready.
Maniacal Toaster said also he's balding in his early 20s, so when he's really annoying I'll stroke my long hair and talk about how I moisturize.
Alright, now we don't need to bring baldness hate into this, alright?
Becky said I hear Cambridge is nice to visit.
We don't need to bring baldness hate into this.
Street Corner Becky said unless it's in Fallout 4. Haunted Taco 12 said it's okay, I don't really care for Boston as a city in general. Maniacal Toaster said also he has a beard. So I'm constantly like, dude, get a fucking wizard hat, and learn card tricks. You literally look like you would be a fucking wizard. Find a magic shop and get a job there.
He's bald with the beard. You're cutting a little too close to the bone here, Toaster. Making fun of a bald guy with a beard. You gotta tread lightly from here on.
Maniacal Toaster said, I love Boston because it's the home of the man, the myth, the legend, the true man. The man who wore his baseball cap backwards.
Why did you
Street
punch
Corner
her?
Becky said, I have a gray goatee so now I feel attacked. Maniacal Toaster asks, incidentally Devin, why aren't you a wizard?
You've seen me play role-playing games. I always go straight for, like, the brute force sword or hammer guy. I'm not much for, spell casting. Even right now, I'm deliberating. Should I cast a spell with my priest, or should I have her punch this guy in the face?
His name isn't Harry, duh.
Obviously, I should use a spell because it's a priest. It's a spellcaster class, but with my Ankh, you see the exclamation point, I have a physical advantage. I just don't know if it's how much stronger it is. I mean, obviously my spell's going to be stronger. But I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. 8 points of damage isn't bad. The spell would have done more, but 8 points of damage isn't bad. And that's why I'm not a spellcaster.
Haunted Taco 12 said the only thing Devin would do with a staff is bash someone over the head with it in a blind bloodlust. Maniacal Toaster said, yeah, but you should be a wizard. Imagine, you wearing a wizard hat, in the woods, high on a fuck ton of mushrooms that you found, teaching hikers life lessons like give me your shoes. Give them to me. Give me your goddamn shoes now or I'll shoot you with lightning.
Taco, it wouldn't even be a blind bloodlust. It would be a very calculated, well thought out, meditated action. It would be, I just want to beat this guy in the head with this stick. Just to see. Just to see. If anyone, I'll sprinkle a little bit of crack on him afterwards, just in case there's some question about whether or not it was self-defense. Like, this guy was clearly on cocaine, guy. Officer, he was clearly on cocaine. I needed to beat him in the head with a stick repeatedly. Maybe in that sense, I am a little bit wizardy. I have the dark machinations of like an evil sorcerer that plots and schemes.
Maniacal Toaster said I'd be there. I'd be a goblin, and by I'd be a goblin I mean I'll be screaming, and totally green cause of how much grass and weeds we violently rubbed on me, and I'll hassle them with a stick until they give you their shoes. Haunted Taco 12 said it just has a lightning rod at the top of the staff.
I'm like an evil sorcerer that like plots and schemes the way that evil sorcerers do, but instead of like a spell that binds the world's soul to mine and I control them like puppets or anything like that, my evil machinations all result in me just running up on someone and punching them until they pass out. And then maybe
Haunted
punching them
Taco
after.
12 said a warlock.
All of my evil sorcerer schemes result in like just orcish violence.
Haunted Taco 12 said emphasis on war. Maniacal Toaster said nobody will call the cops on us cause we're in the woods. Cops don't believe in woods, everyone knows that. You can scream and shit on the ground in the woods all you want, they can't arrest you.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Becky said looking through this list of GameCube games I'm starting to realize I only played sports games on it, besides Zelda and Mario games.
You were a bro gamer on a Nintendo console. That's a new one.
Maniacal Toaster said not is totally true. No buildings equals no society, therefore anything you do is fair game. So just like, steal shoes, and teach hikers that shitting on the ground is okay. Street Corner Becky said, yeah, Madden 05 on GameCube. My brother and I played it a lot, but it was his system. I preferred sports games on Xbox.
What's up, Galby? How you doing? Alright, I gotta start formulating a strategy here. What?
Street Corner Becky said, Yolda 6 Galby.
She's... Oh, okay. See you later, lady. She jumped up on the chair behind me, and I thought she was gonna walk around onto my lap. I'm telling him about what you just did.
Haunted Doggo 12 said the Pacers won today.
She jumped off the back of my chair. I thought she was gonna walk around and say hi.
Haunted Doggo 12 said, Yolda 6 Suki.
Suki is in my room right now, sitting on the windowsill.
Maniacal Toaster said, now you may be wondering why we're stealing the shoes. That's how we afford to keep this going. We sell them on eBay saying they're like famous basketball player shoes or something. Then we'll use the funds to buy more dried nuts and canned fish so I have something to eat while we hang out in the woods and steal stuff. Street Corner Becky said, oh nice, rooting for Indiana. Street Corner Becky said they've never won an NBA title, only won 88 titles. Haunted Doggo 12 said, I like the Pacers.
Are we in the finals yet? I'm not paying attention to basketball.
Street Corner Becky said conference finals. Haunted Doggo 12 said Pascal Siakam is one of my favorite players.
Who are the final teams?
Maniacal Toaster said, you may be thinking this whole idea is just an excuse to do drugs in the woods. So anyway, yay sports. Yay our team, boo the other team. Push that guy.
Elder, you're not strong enough to take advantage of that. You stay out of the way.
Street Corner Becky
her
said
defense
Pacers
is garbage.
/
She might
Knicks
die.
/ Thunder.
She may well die. I might have to... Well, he only has all... I don't want to use any of that. I don't want him to take a kill either. Oh, good. He went after Symbios.
Street Corner Becky said, I grew up playing, watching, and just generally being into sports.
Alright. Symbios is next up on promotions.
Said I did too. Still am. Haunted Doggo 12 said, although it's mainly running these days. Haunted Doggo 12 said running and winter sports.
Alright, Hayward, you're next up. You're next up. I might be... I better not speak too soon.
Haunted Doggo 12 said, I enjoy outdoor activities which are also technically sports, but I wouldn't categorize them as such.
I like sports. I didn't like them as much when I was a kid. Like, I watched some sports, but I was never like... What should I do? I don't want to send him in there just yet. You guys stay out here. You stay out here.
Street Corner Becky said it's crazy how a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993. Maniacal Toaster said being in a bad mood after a shit day at work sucks. I got really into Team Fortress 2 again, but I'm in too bad a mood to be any good in it today.
Well, I'm sorry that work put you in a bad mood. That does suck. Oh, shit.
Haunted Doggo 12 said at Street Corner Becky it's kinda like there are 7 teams and only one of them is relatively decent. Street Corner Becky said oh wait, I forgot Gun was on GameCube.
Oh, I love Gun. Gun is a great game. That's one I kind of wish they would do a remake of.
Becky said that's true. Doggo, Edmonton, the only one still kicking. Maniacal Toaster said I remember Gun. That game was so fucking cool.
It was. Gun was dope. I wish they would remake it.
Street Corner Becky said the ISO is only 1 gig, and GameCube emulator is hella easy to set up. Smile. Haunted Doggo 12 said I actually have it in my emulated library on my deck. Haunted Doggo 12 said that the PS2 edition.
You're useless. You just stay out here.
Haunted Doggo 12 said Red Dead Revolver 2. Haunted Doggo 12 said which is a similar game. Maniacal Toaster said my favorite thing about old games and movies is going back to them and getting the little dopamine kick before. Oh wow, that was racist. What do you mean he can just magically understand the Apache's language because he's part Apache? Wow, that's really... Holy hell, this is racist. Lol. Street Corner Becky said I used to give my PS3 emulator to work but lately it's been broken. Haunted Doggo 12 said I find it funny that Gun is made by Neversoft.
Why? Why is that funny? I don't get it.
Maniacal Toaster said he learns he's Apache, and instantly gains the ability to scalp people. Holy shit. Lol. Street Corner
That's
Becky
pretty
asks
brutal.
Cause they made Tony Hawk 2, I think. Maniacal Toaster said you can scalp people who are down but not dead, and they scream when you do it. Jesus. Haunted Doggo 12 said because they're primarily the Tony Hawk skateboarding games. Lol.
Ah, I see. I got you. But I mean, you know, you don't have to be. That's the great thing about old school game developers is that they were never pigeonholed into any one thing.
Said I don't think scalping's that common in video games.
Damn it.
Haunted Taco 12 said I know, but it's just kinda funny. Street Corner Becky said look at Rare, they made so many different things.
Oh, come on now. Yeah, if anything, that's the state of modern gaming that you should be annoyed with. One company makes like a first-person shooter, and then for the next 30 years, the only thing they do is just make that same first-person shooter over and over.
Haunted Taco 12 said, I like Conco's bad for a day. Arachnid Soul said Bethesda.
Yo, what's up, Arachnid? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? That's the interesting thing about Bethesda is, like, even though they kept making role-playing games, like, their games were different from game to game. Like,
Maniacal Toaster said
it wasn't
on
until
PC once. There's probably the code for it sitting around in a driver at the office of whoever owns it now. Arachnid Soul said Skyrim is going to be sweet on PS6.
It wasn't until, I guess technically Oblivion, but even Oblivion and Skyrim had just enough differences. But it kind of wasn't until Oblivion when all of their games started to just kind of feel the same. All right, somebody's got to go in there. And that someone is you, Khan, because you're the only one that can weaken this guy, initially. Penetrates Obdark's magic barrier.
That's how I'm gonna feel it. The next Zelda game is like Bot Flash Talk. Street Corner Becky said, I like those games, but I want old Zelda back.
Overkill.
Haunted Taco 12 said, I only really like Majora's Mask. Haunted Taco 12 said, and Ocarina of Time.
Oh, awesome. Damn, she can
Street
belt it
Corner
out.
Becky said, I love those two, but Link to the Past will always be my favorite. Arachnid Soul said, the Zelda I played the most of was the SNES one. Arachnid Soul said, also played a bit of Zelda Minish Cap on Game Boy. Street Corner Becky said, that's Link to the Past at Arachnid Soul. Arachnid Soul
shit.
said, oh, okay.
Behold my powers.
Worst voice acting in the game. Oh, ouch. Oh, but just Irene? He just specifically had it out for her. Alright, well, you know what, Grace? Why don't you, patch her up? I never played Majora Mask. I didn't play a whole lot of Ocarina of Time, but I didn't care for it at the time. I don't know, I guess I just didn't... I like Link to the Past, and I like Breath of the Wild. That's pretty much it. I want to play Wind Waker. I've never played Wind Waker, but I was always, like, intrigued by it. Why don't you hang back? I need my heavy hitters to come through on this one.
Street Corner Becky said, Wind Waker is really fun. Haunted Taco 12 said I enjoyed Triforce of the Gods, whichever that one was. Street Corner Becky said but graphically it's totally different, even today.
Here it comes.
Triforce of the Gods. Like, Nintendo, at least, they try to do unique, different things with Zelda with each installment. Or I guess they kind of batch it up, right? Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are kind of the same. Twilight Princess. I guess Skyward Sword, kind of the companion to Twilight Princess. Yeah, Breath of the Wild and the other one, I can't remember.
Taco 12.
Oh shit. God damn, Hayward, you just fucking popping off on this dude. Get revenge.
Street Corner Becky said Twilight Princess is really good. I should just send you a GameCube emulator pack. Tongue JK. Haunted Taco 12 said a lot of the copies of Zelda I had were Japanese.
Julian finds the dark matter. I wasn't even anticipating that. Sybil, I guess you just kind of stay where you are. Elder, you definitely stay where you are. Ooh, he's gonna get a whole lot of us on this one.
Behold my powers.
Ouch. Ouch. She's done for. Ouch.
Maniacal Toaster said voice acting in the old days.
The voice acting in this game is legendarily bad. I don't even know. Heal Hayward. Oh shit, I'm not worried. I'm not worried and I'm not panicked. This dude is fucking toast. That was his death nail right there. His last desperate plea.
Prepare to die.
Oh, this is gonna... Oh, Hayward's gonna finish him off with the next shot then. We got so many other people before that even. This guy ain't lasting. Oh, he dodged. Con, how do you let this guy fucking duck you like that?
Street Corner Becky said back when they just had a janitor record the voice lines.
I think that's literally what it was for this game. It was just like people around the office. Really, Hayward, you're fucking me up here. Here, I gotta use this now. Because I don't trust her heal spell to heal enough. I don't trust her heal spell to heal enough, so she had to use the healing drop. He can't do anything. She can't do anything. He can't do anything. Back to this guy. Is he just gonna punch me?
You scum.
Ouch. That was a hell of a punch, though. Khan, can you finish this? Nope. hoping he would crit, but nope. Overkill. Drop the antidote. We did it. We defeated him, Lord Symbios. No less an opponent than a ruler of the darkness, a Vandal. It wasn't your power that defeated me. I only succumbed to the power of Elbism. Don't think your abilities are so great. I'm not nearly as strong as my brothers. Your monk's meager powers will be useless against them. A lesser Vandal. So it is true. Then my search for Galm continues. Galm is one of the strongest Vandals.
Maniacal Toaster said nuh-uh. Logic using fun. Lol.
To think a pathetic mercenary is plotting to seek out Galm and actually thinks he can defeat him. That's humorous. Don't take us Vandals lightly. Why did you form an alliance with Garvin? And how did you know we were coming? Why do you want to know these things? Are you, by any chance, Benatram? I know Bolzome is a Vandal king who ruled this area long ago. The Bolzome sect has been very active recently. You seem to be a servant of Bolzome. Are you helping to resurrect him? Has Bolzome awakened already? Bolzome, your enemies have come. They are trying to prevent your awakening. Avenge me. Ugh. When Garvin first came forward with steam technology, I was immediately suspicious of a possible tie between him and the Vandals. I see. The Vandal civilization of 1,000 years ago had technology such as this? So both the Republic and the Empire have been manipulated by Garvin? Was the Bolzome sect also responsible for the abduction of the Emperor? I don't know, Dantares. I have yet to see all the details. There is still much to be understood. We met by chance, but if your destiny is to battle the Vandals, I'd like to travel with you for a bit longer. How about you, Julian? Since the danger of the Vandal is averted for now, I will stay with the Symbios army. But if Galm... Ha 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 ha! What a surprise this is! I thought I was a little late, but it seems I've missed all the excitement. To be sure, he was an old and weak Vandal, yet the Symbios army was victorious. I underestimated you. You are the Bolzome High Priest, Basanda. Were you the one responsible for leading us here? Ha ha ha! I see that almost becoming a victim of a Vandal has not changed your charming vitality and directness, Sir Dantares. So you are a Bolzome High Priest. I, Khan, a monk of Elbism, promise to one day settle the score. I see, an Elbism monk. Benatram, I commend you for acquiring such an interesting tool. You are not yet worthy opponents, but perhaps I should show you a nifty little tool that I acquired recently. A tool you acquired? You will see it soon, I promise. Please take good care of it when you do. That priest, Basanda, was it? She's gone. Terrible, evil power. She's no normal enemy. We seem to bump into the most interesting opponents. If a dominant Vandal is resurrected, chaos will sweep over the land. We'd best be prepared, or at least try to be prepared. I think our first priority is to get out of Imperial territory. We've been so preoccupied with Vandals and Bolzome that we forgot where we are. It is almost dawn. Symbios, the village should be back to normal. We must depart as soon as possible. The ancient Dark Age. A long time ago, when Vandals ruled the continent, it is said that people spent their lives in misery. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Birth of innovators. In ancient times, a flying ship carried the spirit. The spirit descended on a chosen one who was said to have become an innovator. Vandals and innovators. Are they opposite sides of the same coin? When the spirit merges with good, an innovator is the result. When it merges with evil, the chosen becomes a vandal. This is a cursed ring, I believe. Attack plus 10, crit plus 10, blaze level 2 if you... God damn, this is a fucking dope ring. But I think that it arbitrarily causes paralysis. I'll have to think about whether I actually want to use this ring or not. It's a failure. Ratchet. Well, well. I've not seen you before. Are you a new servant of the Master? No. Huh. No human would ever dare enter this mansion. Something must be amiss. Wait! The Master's unique aura! How come it's gone? I see. The Master has been defeated. How could a Vandal be defeated? Yet he has. There is no mistake. I can't stay put like this. I was helping Governor Garvin's research. When the Master took over as the ruler of this village, I was forced to continue my work. I created this steam-powered armor because I dreamed of the day I would finally be free. Now that day has come, and I can put this creation to use. I'm going to run around outside! Technology research logs. Today, the steam engine is complete. With this, I'll rule the world. Okay, that's a very straightforward diary entry. Not at all obtuse in their plans. I can control dark power, but my ability to summon it was my undoing and resulted in the Vandal controlling us. I've always been proud of being a magician, but now my pride has been shattered. Republic or Empire matters not to me. To get revenge and regain my pride, I shall help you fight your war. Noon the Wizard joins the force. My magic is a collection of the finest secret techniques. I shall show you my magic's real power. Whatever you say, bud. Not that I give a shit. Alright, first let's hit up these, wait, where's my... I keep walking past the church. Let's hit up these resurrections and promotions. I think Mascarin was the only one that died. I got a couple of promotions. Synbios can be promoted to a hero. And Hayward can be promoted to a sniper. I don't think there's anybody else. Yeah, nobody else can be promoted. I'll just save. Alright, let's hit up this shop. That hideous monster, that Vandal, was an unspeakable terror. I couldn't even look him in the eye. Damn, nothing here is like an upgrade. I think he has like a iron lance already. Yeah. Alright, fair enough. It's just this guy. Wait, who are you? Ooh, hell yeah. Defense +2, luck +1, attack +2, defense +3. I can only afford a couple of these things. The fuck is this? Oh, it's for a blacksmith. Who do I want to... Whose attack do I want to juice up a bit? Elder could certainly use it. She could also use the defensive boost too, though. Let me give it to Irene, I think. I think I'm gonna get one more. I think I'm gonna give it to Obright. Oh, he already has too much shit. Wait, what? I didn't see that. What was he trying? Oops. What was he trying to sell me? Power undies? Counter +12. Holy shit. I mean, it's only 5. That's weird. Wait a second. Why is it only 5 gold? I mean, granted, it's, I guess, used underwear. But counter plus 12 sounds incredible. It's just for the female characters? That's a little creepy. Like, why is Sybil an option? She's a fucking centaur. I guess I could give it to Elder. You know what? Let's go back to the fort real quick. Which direction is it? I don't know if I want to try equipping this on someone. Oh, somebody has to be promoted in order to use it. Well, I definitely don't want it to give it to Don Terry's because I need him to be reliable. Well, I guess I'll just hang on to it until after some other people get promoted.
Genetic Memory Farm said, "Good evening, good peeps. I hope you are all safe and stoned."
Yo, what's up, Genetic Memory Farms? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Okay. I'm almost done, Galby. Calm down. I gotta go check out the mill.
Genetic Memory Farms asks, "Can't complain. Feet above ground and finally got some sleep after dog sitting, but it is 1 a.m. and I am up. So now I need to get back to a human schedule. How you doing? How's the new job?"
Ooh, Bright Honey. New job's pretty good. In fact, I'm gonna have to end the stream here in a second so I can get to bed at a reasonable hour, but it's been going pretty good. So this, I forget what the Bright Honey does.
Maniacal Toaster said I should be asleep too.
Max
Lol.
MP.
Maniacal Toaster asks, I keep thinking about how zombie stories say zombies can survive underwater cause they don't breathe, but wouldn't they eventually die from like, their bodies bloating and getting all soft?
Maybe. I don't know where that Ratchet dude went. I forget at which point he joins you. I know he joins you, I just don't know when.
Maniacal Toaster said like you can get really sick from being in the water too long, and that's not even counting the fact our bodies aren't naturally decomposing. A zombie would be like, mushy in a few months.
Mushy.
Maniacal Toaster said actually I'm gonna see if we have tests on what extended exposure to water does to meat.
Test on what extended exposure to water does to meat? I feel like I've watched YouTube videos about that. Do 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 do. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Once we cross the bridge, we will be in Baran province. The Empire may have soldiers there, but at least it is Republican territory. We can't let our guard down, Symbios. As Danteri said, Baran province is overrun with Imperial troops. It seems they prepared for us as well. Look, a large force guards the bridge. How will we deal with a force that large? Oh, they've got fucking tanks, too. General Franz, please come look. In the direction of Kronos village, the Republican army. Franz. There they are, the Symbios force. I have heard news of them and their exploits for some time now. I respect his skills greatly, and for that reason I shall crush him so that he may die in battle. I can't believe he brought such a huge army.
Genetic Memory Farms said question is do I now stay up until tomorrow night or try to sleep again and wake up for the day in about 6 hours? You ever see those bog bodies? Between pH and anaerobic conditions they're preserved. Maniacal Toaster said apparently if the water's cold, the fat in the body would turn into a waxy substance.
To mount a frontal assault when so badly outnumbered is not exactly wise, Symbios. We must stay north, maintain our mobility, and engage them on our terms.
Just to attempt to get back on a normal sleeping pattern. Maniacal Toaster said I think getting 6 hours of sleep is the right call. That's the minimum amount of sleep you need anyway.
I usually get on average 6, sometimes 7. Alright. I think I am going to attempt to maintain my 6-hour average by hitting the save state here and then calling it for tonight.
Maniacal Toaster said I don't keep track of how much sleep I get. I probably should. I'd definitely be more healthy. Lol. Maniacal Toaster said good stream, good job.
Why isn't this page not loading? I think I just need to reboot. Honestly, I probably should just kill...
Street Corner Becky said night all.
And launch. I don't know why this is fucked up. The Sega stream hates me. I'm not like... No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Opera's being fucking weird on me. Maybe I should switch from using Opera to using maybe I should switch from Opera to Firefox. Oh man, this is really fucking up on me. Why is it going like this? What does my task manager say about Opera? I bet Opera is just fucking screaming right now. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna... Oh, are you working finally? There we go. I'm going to call it for today. Oh, jeez, that's right. I'm gonna bookmark this first. I'm going to... I don't want to lose this. But I'm gonna end up eventually just probably having to kill and restart my having to kill and restart my damn browser. At any rate, thank you everybody for tuning in, for joining me. I appreciate it as always. I might be back tomorrow. I'm actually going to go finally. I'm finally gonna go watch Sinners after work tomorrow. So if I do stream, it'll probably be a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little later, but I might not stream. I don't know. I gotta see how the vibes feel when I get out that theater. But if I don't stream tomorrow, then I'll be back on Thursday. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have a good Wednesday if I don't see you. And I'll see you when I do see you. Later, everyone.